nice comfortable seat. Allow the floor to rise up to support you. Maybe just loosen out those shoulders a little. Tune into your breath. And if it's comfortable to close your eyes or just gaze to the floor. And start to move your awareness into your body. Moving yourself into stillness. Relaxing your jaw, softening your eyes. Noticing that beautiful flow of breath. And noticing where the body expands and contracts with that breath. Continuing to relax the face and relax the body as the breath takes you deeper and deeper into your center. Allow that beautiful breath to really just center your awareness. And if you need more focus with the breath, just come into your Ujjayi breath, constricting the back of the throat and listening to the beautiful sound of that breath as it travels from the throat to the belly and the belly to the throat. The lovely, soothing, ocean-like Ujjayi breath. Bringing your nervous system into that state of rest and digest. And allowing all of the concerns of the previous week or weeks to dissolve. As you sit into this moment and embrace this present reality. Excuse me. Allowing yourself to set an intention or find an intention that will guide you through your practice and guide you through the rest of the day or the rest of the week. Maybe you have the same intention every time you come to your yoga mat. Or maybe there's a goal or a feeling or a quality you'd like to bring through your week. Just repeating it a few times. 3 is always a good number. My intention for this week is progress. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart space. Feel that beautiful, gentle connection of the hands. The lovely, easy rhythm of the heartbeat. And let's chant Om together and send the Om inwards. Allow it to vibrate through every cell in your body, creating a wave of healing. Taking a deep breath in. Keeping your eyes closed, rubbing your hands together, generating some warmth there. And either placing your palms over your eyes or across your heart space. Gazing into that space. Absorbing that prana, that beautiful life force energy. And spreading it over your body. Alright, let's come to our mats and let's start in standing. That seems to be my buzz at the moment. Coming into your Tadasana, feet hip width apart or together, whichever feels most comfortable and natural for your body. And just get a sense of the earth as you lift your toes and your heels and play around with the soles of your feet, moving from side to side or forward and back or around. Allow your own intuition to guide you here. Checking in. Feeling your way from the foundations of your pose, the base of your body, the soles of your feet, all the way up to the crown. And as you connect through the heels and through the ball of the foot, start to even out the weight between both sides. Soften the knees a little, just a smidge. It's like a tiny micro bend so that they're not locked there. And start to draw the energy up from the arches of the feet, up through the inner thighs. Feel that energy coming up through the center of the body as well. So you feel it rise up through the spine and up to the crown. Chin is slightly tucked. And there's the gentle curves of your spine guiding you upwards. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. Just get a sense of your body standing here. Standing in space, noticing the shape the body takes right now. Noticing the space the body fills. And send your awareness up like a beam of light, 300 feet or more above you. Until you see, sense or feel this beautiful big orb of light or this light energy above, and visualize it pouring down into your body like liquid sunlight. Filling you up, energizing you, nourishing you. As you receive that prana, take a deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Gently open your eyes and inhale, sweep your hands up. Bringing those palms together, stretch out. You can lift the heart to the sky if it feels good. Connect through the feet even more and reach back. Only if that feels good. Otherwise, straight up is all good. Hold and breathe. Find that strength into your core. And then inhale back to center. Hands in front of your heart. Interlace those fingers. Feeling that lovely energy now sparkling through your body. Bring those arms up together. And reach up and over, up and over, lengthening through the opposite foot. You can have your feet together if it feels good. You can have them parted. Just find balance here and really lengthen, keeping the shoulders in line with the hips. Press through the feet to rise up. And exhale, lengthen up and over, reaching out through your opposite foot. And out through the hip and feel that full body stretch. Lovely crescent pose. Inhale up. Exhale, release the hands and breathe those arms up again. Exhale, bow to the earth. Softening those knees. Feet can definitely be separate here for comfort. Bend the knees as much as you like. Let the head hang down. If this messes up your blood pressure or if you have any heart issues, just lift the head above the heart. If it's super comfy here, you can hold on to your elbows, creating more weight in the upper body. Breathe. Every exhale taking you a little deeper into the pose. Every inhale creating lightness and lift in the back of the body. There's no need to straighten the legs fully just yet. We're just letting a lovely, gentle stretch come out through the back of the body. You might feel this in your hamstrings. You might feel it in your calf muscles. You might feel it in your lower back. Just notice where it's at. It may change throughout our practice. Let us draw our belly button up towards the spine. Press through your feet. Use the glutes to lift the body. Press through the feet and feel your body rise up without any effort in the spine. Gently uncurling back to the sky. Hands come up after the head. Take your time. Let the blood settle here so you don't get a head rush. Breathe the arms up and exhale, bow back down. Run the hands up your shins, inhale. And exhale, bow. Bring your right hand over towards your left leg, left hand to the lower back, and bend the right knee. You can hold anywhere along that left leg, or you can hold right at the ankle. Start to lengthen out your spine, and then start to rotate towards that left side even more. And you might feel that in that left glute. And then extend up through your right arm if you want to. You can always keep that arm down. Lengthen out your spine. Breathe. And bring your hand back to your lower back. Soften the body. Come back to center. Inhale, half lift. Run the hands up your shins. Fingertips into the shins. Really quite strongly. Press the shins into your fingers as well. This starts to really wake up the body, wake up the legs, the shoulders, and create strength in the fingers. Soften the body, come down. Left hand over to the right leg. Left leg bends, right hand to that sacrum. Lengthen your spine and start to rotate towards the, what side is that? The right side. Lengthening out, twisting a little, open up the top arm if you want, or just keep it at the hip or the sacral area. Stretch out through that right leg. And soften the knees, come back to center, inhale, half lift. Repeating exhale, bow, bend that right leg, reach for your left and extend out through that left side. Just like before, just repeating this pattern. And soften the body back to center. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, bend and reach for the right leg with the left hand. Bend that left knee, reach up through the right arm. Really lengthen out your spine. You can be much higher. You might just be touching the side of the leg, the shin area, or the calf muscle. Exhale, bow. Inhale, half lift. One more time. Exhale, soften. Right knee bends. Lengthen your spine as you reach across and extend out. You can always keep your hand at your hip. And soften. Last one. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, bend that left knee. Reach for the right leg and reach for the sky. Lengthen your spine. And release down. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen out those legs. Lengthen out the spine. Hug the rib cage up towards the back of your body. Press through your feet and inhale, rise. Breathe up and hands in front of your heart. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms up towards the ceiling. Peel your toes off the ground and connect strongly down through the big toe, across to the little toe ball, and into the heels. Feel the arches lifting. Find your drishti point, that little focal point in front of you. Hug the ribcage back into your body if it's popped forward, and then pop up to those toes, coming into your palm tree pose. Finding that focus, finding that balance, finding a little bit of stillness. Maybe the palm tree swaying a little bit, that is all good. Exhale, release the arms, release the heels, breathe those hands up. And exhale, bow. Let's step back into a downward facing dog. And first down dog, so have a play. Tread it out, play around, see what feels good here. Relax the head and neck, shake it out. You can widen your down dog, you can narrow it out, you can bend the knees or lift the tail, round the back or straighten the back, shift forward or shift back. You can bring the feet together, bend the knees and swivel. There's so many things to play with here. You can swivel to the other side if that felt really good for your body. breathe and feel your way all the way through the body. So another full breath. And we're going to press up to our toes, rounding the back chin in towards your chest, mountain cat pose. And then go ahead, drop your knees underneath your hips. Breathe into your cat pose, heart expanding, limbs stacked, so wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. As you open out that heart, gaze to that space between your eyebrows. On your next exhale, round up into your cat, Majjhariasana. Pressing the floor away, feel that stretch across the upper back. Inhale from the tailbone, follow the curve of your spine and let the head lift, finally gazing to that space between your eyebrows. Moving at your own pace now. Beautiful cat stretch, sometimes called cat and cow, sometimes called angry cat, happy puppy. Notice where that stretches your body. Do you get a belly stretch? Do you get a back stretch? We're going to, on our next exhale, have the toes tucked if they're not already and press into your downward facing dog. And then we're going to roll back up into that tabletop position. Breathe into that cat. And exhale, press back to down dog. Belly held in for strength there. Roll up and round. Drop the knees underneath you. Breathe into that cat. One more time. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. This time roll up and move into a plank or a modified plank pose. So you can take your knees down if you want to. Just build the strength in the core for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, sink back, child's pose. Surrender completely into your child's pose here. Child's pose that works for your body, whichever one feels good. And arms wherever you like. They can be by your side to rest after all of that. You can wiggle out your fingers. You can clasp your hands behind you and lift those arms if that feels good for your shoulders. Or you can just have the hands completely by your side in a little gesture of surrendering. Start to roll the belly button back to your spine as you draw yourself up to your Vajrasana, onto your shins, coming up higher if you need to. Bringing your hands up with you. And exhale, hands in front of your heart space. Interlace those fingers, palms rise up, breathe in. Release the arms out. My arm always turns off the music. Reach up and over to the side, keeping the hips nice and squared. Inhale, come up. And exhale, over to the other side. Inhale, come up. And exhale, take a twist. Breathe in to find length through the center of your body. And deepen that twist on your exhalation. Twisting from the belly button and above so that the hips, the sacrum all stay nice and squared to the front. Neck looking back as far as you feel comfortable or just forward or to the side. Shoulders melting down away from the ears. Inhale, back up. And let's twist to the other side as we breathe out. Just a gentle twist to begin with, and then inhale that length right up through the crown and twist deeper as you breathe out. And then release out, inhale. Exhale, widen out your knees. I'll turn to face you. Big toes together, turn your palms in. Let's do a little lion's breath to really just boost our immunity, our digestive system, connect us to our deep core. So fingers pointing in, palms facing down if you can. Otherwise they can point out or they can come forward if that's just too much on those wrists. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, tongue out as far as you can go and roaring lion like this. Inhale, come up. Gaze to that space between your eyebrows. It's called Shambhavi Mudra and it's really good for your eyes. And here we go, exhale. Widen out your eyes so it's just like a pukana. Inhale, look up. And let it go. Inhaling up. Last one, let it all go. And release. Turn those palms up towards you. Fingers still pointing in. Just stretch out those wrists. And release, and you can come down now into that wide-legged child's pose. Releasing the body all the way down. Go ahead and walk over towards your right side, reaching out through that left arm as much as you can so you feel that stretch coming from the hip all the way up through the left side of the body, maybe even all the way up past the armpit and into the pinky finger, but make sure it is a comfortable, satisfying stretch. Inhale, rise up, walk over to the other side, extending out through that right arm, just as far as you feel comfortable going. You can always rest your forehead onto the left arm, forearm, that's the word I was looking for. Inhale back to center and we're going to thread our left arm through towards the right side. And you can keep that right hand by your side, by your face for leverage, or you can bring it up behind you, maybe even tuck it into the inner thigh area. Make sure your shoulder and your neck feel comfortable. If you need to, you can always place your body on top of a cushion. Breathe deeply, feel that lovely stretch and twist. So good for our spine. Twists help keep our spine nice and supple. And a healthy spine equals a healthy life. Release out, coming back up and threading over to the other side. Right arm coming through. Left arm can support you or tuck behind you or even just rest on that tailbone area. Check that the inner thighs feel comfortable. Check that your shoulder feels comfortable. Check that your neck feels comfortable. And then release out, come back to center. We're going to start to speed it up a little bit and get some energy into our bodies. Just come back to center, bringing those knees in and drop into a child's pose just for a moment to let the body come back to center as well. Arms, of course, wherever you like. You can always stack your fists or just stack your palms underneath your forehead. There's so many different options, so never be afraid to try something different. Just to test out and see where your body's at on any given day. Don't get stuck into one idea of what the pose should look like or even feel like. Drawing the belly in, roll up. Inhale, take those hands up. And bring your hands in front of your heart space. Interlace those fingers, reach up. Let's get some energy flowing through the body. Exhale, come on down, child's pose. From child's pose, draw your belly in, roll up, tuck your toes, move into a modified plank. Elbows move back towards your hips or just walk down if you need to. Make sure in your modified plank your knees are back as far as they can be, so you're not in a tabletop position because it'll be really hard to get down to the ground from there. Elbows back, heart forward, or you can walk down by forearms, chest and chin to the ground, Ashtanga Namaskara. So our tail is pointing up to the sky. We've got a curve in the feet, a curve in the lower back, and a curve in the neck. Release the body down. Shrug the shoulders back. Breathe into a cobra that feels good for your body this morning. Tops of the feet into the floor, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, come down. Roll those shoulders back again. Inhale, start to peel up using the strength of your back muscles. And then you can, what's the word called? Enlist the help of your arms. Exhale, come down. That was smooth, wasn't it? That explanation, so smooth. Inhale, come up. Tuck the pelvis under. Tuck your toes. Press up, downward facing dog. Tread it out. Walk yourself into a comfortable down dog. Feet hip width apart. Shoot that tail to the sky again. Lengthen out your spine. Roll your armpits in towards your face. You can soften your knees or widen the legs if you need to, if there's a lot of tightness. We're going to step our feet in together. And you might just stay here, or if you're comfortable, right leg up into your dog split. Keep the weight even in the arms. Reach those legs apart, reach up through your toes. Both armpits pointing to the ground, head relax. Breathe into it and then soften that knee. Go ahead and step your right foot forward. Let's drop into a low lunge first. So reaching back through that back leg. Draw back through your right hip crease. Plant the weight in across the ball of the foot and down into the heel and draw up through the arch as you rise up. Drawing back through that hip crease, hugging the thighs into center. Look for strength here for your psoas. You can have the toes tucked or flat. And if it's comfortable, exhale and sink a little deeper now into this beautiful lunge. Inhale, bring the hands up. Make sure the belly is always just gently held in. Exhale, arms down, so that that lower back is protected and strong. Inhale up. And exhale, release the hands down. And because it always feels good, let's roll back into a half split. Draw your toes towards you. Lengthen your spine forward. Shoulders moving back towards the hips here. Feel that lovely opposition of movement. So there's always something moving away and something moving toward. So right now, my head is trying to move towards the wall, but my leg is trying to move towards my body. Breathe into it. And belly, as usual, just gently, very softly held in. Doesn't ever get a chance just to hang on out there. And then release. Step back into your downward facing dog. You can always move back to your knees first and then rise up. Reach up through your hips, up to your toes, roll through the spine, roll forward into your plank or take your knees behind you for a modified plank. That's totally fine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees, chest and chin to the ground. You can walk down via your forearms if you need to. Soften the whole body down, shrug the shoulders back, breathe into that cobra, tuck the pelvis under and roll back into a child's pose. Draw the belly in and continue to feel the body roll up to your Vajrasana, hands up overhead. Exhale, hands in front of your heart space. Interlace your fingers. Turn those palms up. See if you can get the sense of a lovely fluid flow through your movement. Exhale, come down. Fluidly drawing the belly in, rolling up. So continuous movement. Knees, chest, chin to the ground. Soften the body down. Roll the shoulders back. Breathe into your cobra. Tuck the body under and lift to your downward facing dog. Step your feet in together
And left leg to the sky, finding that dog split. So some stillness here as we reach up through that left foot and down through the right heel, pressing the floor away through our arms, both our armpits pointing to the ground so the weight is even through the upper body. And then soften the knee of that top leg and step that through into your low lunge, dropping down through that back knee. Connect through the ball of the foot of that front leg, draw up through the arches, start to draw your left hip crease back towards you, breathing up. You might just stay a little higher here, working strength in the legs, or you can exhale and sink a little lower into this pose, bringing lovely length into the body. Inhaling out through the arms, and exhale. Let the wings of your heart spread and open. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhaling up. And exhale. Release down. Roll back over that front foot. Draw back through that left leg right into the hip. But lengthen your chest forward as you draw your shoulders back away from your ears. So again, feeling how the body is moving in different directions. Really finding that connection to the movement of your body, the flow of the energy through your body. We're going to exhale, soften, and step to the top of the mat this time. And hang. Hang on out. Check in with the legs. See how they're feeling now. Check in with the back. Shake out the head. Yes and no. Press through the feet and halfway lift the body. Lengthen out, hug the heart up in towards the ribcage. Press through the feet some more, rise up. Reach out to the side, exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the side. Inhale back to center, find your drishti, interlace the fingers, turn the palms up, rise up. Find that balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the arms, feet are hip width. Bring the hands behind you, open out the chest. Exhale, start to bow. As you get halfway down, hug the ribs back up into the body. Look for length out through the tail and into the crown. You can soften your knees as much as you need to, or you can press through those legs and really reach out through your sitting bones. And then release the hands to the lower back, soften the knees, inhale, come up. And exhale, bow, hang. Right foot steps back, let's turn it out. Let's come up to a warrior two. So turning that back foot out, heel to heel or front heel to arch alignment. And when you're ready, cartwheel your arms up. Breathing out, lengthening the body, finding that lovely center grounded feeling rather than chasing forward here. And extend your arms. Work this inner front thigh, inner thigh spiraling up and out. So your knee continues to be supported and continues to point over the front foot. Reach into the back edge of that back foot. Draw up through the arches of both feet. Lengthen out through the crowns. Feel this lovely strong warrior stance. Turn the palms up so those shoulder blades drop down the back. Find that relaxation through the body while you also have strength and effort. This front glute here really working. Turn your palms down. And we're going to turn the back foot in slightly to a warrior one and bring your back hand forward, pointing to the sky, palms together. And then you're going to draw your, in this case it's my right arm, I think it's the same for everyone. Draw it back, coming into arches pose. So it's like you're drawing back on the bow. Breathe into it, reach up a little more, and exhale, release. Turn that back foot out, open back up into your warrior. Let's extend up and over into a side angle pose. Left arm onto that thigh, but without dumping all your weight there. The strength of this pose is in your core. Reach into your back foot, especially into the back edge of it. Draw your shoulders down your back. You can gaze up, you can gaze down, you can gaze to the side. Keep the weight even. Inhale, rise up. Turn that back foot in, high lunge. And exhale, down you go. Downward facing dog. Oh, step it out. Reach up through your tailbone. Let's go ahead and step right foot forward. Turn back foot out, setting up your warrior on the other side now. Rise up into your warrior two. Checking in with those legs. Remember, inner thigh. Pick it up, roll it out, even if it's just with your mind. Body nice and centered. Draw back through the back rib cage slightly, especially if, like me, your hips point on an angle. Mine point on a 45-degree angle. They don't open out to the side. Connect through that back leg. Yeah, make sure you're on the other side. Don't do the same leg again twice. Turn your palms to the sky. Look for that length from the tail to the crown here. Feel the strength in your body. And with the shoulders melting down the back and the ribs being hugged into the body, turn your palms down, gaze over that front hand. Maybe sink a little deeper. Maybe not. Just find what feels good for your body here. Reach into the back edge of the foot, draw up through the arches of both legs. Soften the body so you can bring the back hand in, and maybe you want to bring the back foot in slightly and turn it in so you can turn your hips into a warrior one. Palms together, reaching up, coming into your arches pose. Pull the bow back through that left arm. Beautiful, gazing up. It's like you're going to shoot a love arrow to the stars. Breathe into that. Really reach back through the back hand and up through the front hand. Reach into both legs and then bing, let the arrow go. Breathe up. Open back out to your warrior two, softening the legs to do that. Breathe. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Reaching forward. Ooh, I'm making you hot, so bring your right hand to your thigh and you can reach up through the left arm, or you can take it right over, looking for that beautiful side angle. Open the top rib cage. Lengthen the lower rib cage. Breathe into it, shoulders down the back. Reach out through that back leg and out through the top fingers. Find your strength here. So work in the legs, and then rise up, inhale. Turn the back foot in, high lunge. Oh, my glutes, they're feeling it. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. That definitely got the muscles working, firing up some heat into our body. Tread it out. Let's roll up and through. Make our way down to the ground, knees, chest, chin. Release all the way down. Shrug the shoulders back, breathe in, Cobra. And a little twisted Cobra, just gently gazing back towards one foot, just as far as it feels comfortable for you. Shoulders down the back, back to center, twist the other way. Back to center, and exhale. Release. Tuck the toes, shrug the shoulders back, hands at the lower ribs there, draw the belly in. Think about tucking that pelvic bone into the ground, which will pick you up without leaving your lower back behind. Sink down into your child's pose for a well-deserved rest and little moment of contemplation. Send that inhale into the back of your body, feeling the spine lengthen, feeling the energy spread across the back muscles. Breathe. Inhale, draw the belly in, roll up. Extend your legs out in front of you. Walk your sitting bones back, or raise your hips onto a cushion or a block or a blanket. Sitting up nice and tall, bring those hands up. And we're just going to exhale, gently twist to one side, just very gently. Inhale, lengthen. Gaze back. If you're comfortable, you can slide your front hand forward and grab your foot. And you can extend your back hand out. Otherwise, just stay in your gentle twist. And then release both arms up. Breathing in, exhale, gently twist to the other side. Breathe in, find length. Maybe this is where you stay, maybe this feels good, maybe the back fingers help leverage you deeper. Or maybe you want to slide that front hand to grab your foot. And maybe you want to lift the back arm. It's all about finding what feels right for you this morning. And then release up, inhale. And exhale, come forward, reaching for your feet, your ankles, the mat, the knees, or using a strap. Feet can be together or they can be slightly parted, even hip width. Allow yourself to lengthen towards those toes. Breathing the heart forward towards the feet and thinking about those legs reaching from the heels back to the sitting bones. Notice where you feel the stretch. Some days you might feel it in your calf muscles. Some days you might feel it in your hamstrings. Some days you might feel it around the knees. Some days you might feel it in the hips. Some days you might feel it in your back. Some days you might feel it everywhere. So just observe. Notice what's going on. Send loving thoughts to your body. And wait for the invitation from your body before you go deeper. Inhale, allow yourself to peel up and then reaching your hips towards your heels, lie down. Lie down, hug those knees in. Give yourself a lovely little rock from side to side. Let's drop our feet to the edges of the mat, extend the arms out, drop your knees over towards the right. And you can always readjust the feet here if the knees are uncomfortable, but the feet remain relatively wide, and if you like, that right foot can come on top of the left foot, and the knees both come back down towards the earth. The right knee won't come completely down. You'll get a lovely stretch out through the left IT band and TFL, hip flexor, which is at the very top of the IT band. You might get the stretch in the back. Ease off if it's too intense. Make sure the knee is very happy about this. And if you want to intensify that stretch, you can bring your right arm by your ear, pointing your fingers to the back wall, and you can lift a little into that. Did I say right arm? Left arm. Getting myself, as usual, confused with my left and right. You can lift into that left hip, provided that I have given the left and right instructions correctly before that. And then release. Release the legs. Keep them wide. Bring the knees back up. Readjust your body. Check in with the spine here. Just let the back drop into the floor for a moment. And then drop the knees over to the other side. Readjusting your feet a little if you need. And you can stay there or placing that left foot on top of the right knee. If that's too much for the knee, release the foot. If you're loving it, you can bring your right arm by your right ear. And maybe even press towards the sky with that right hip bone, or down through the left foot into the left thigh. Just finding what feels good. That is always the goal here. It's nice to be challenged, but we don't want ever to be in pain. We don't want any tingling, sharp, shooting pains anywhere. We want stretches that feel satisfying for our body. And then release that out, bring those knees back up. Just give yourself a nice little window wiper from side to side. Extend your left leg down, hug your right knee in, give it a lovely squeeze. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, draw your body up to meet your thigh. And then release down. Take the leg across the body, coming into a twist. You can extend your arms out. And if you like, and if you prefer, you can stack your knees into a normal twist instead, or you can even take that top leg around the lower leg for a deeper twist. So find a twist that feels good for your body. Gaze off in the opposite direction, or straight up, or even in the same direction. Just notice your spine. This is all about our spine. Our twists are about bringing that suppleness, creating space, and also creating little micro tears in the tissue so the tissue can repair into stronger, more resilient tissue. This is putting healthy stress on our body and removing the unhealthy stress. That is the beauty of our yoga practice. One of the beauties. And then release out. Coming back to center, extend the right leg, hug the left leg in, give it a good squeeze, deep breath in. Exhale, draw your body up to meet that thigh. Try not to strain the neck here. Hold the breath out. Inhale, release the body down and bring that knee across to the right side. You can readjust hips or shoulders. Maybe you feel your spine go broop. Maybe it's just a lovely release. Breathe and soften. Try to relax any muscular effort here in this twist. Allow your shoulders to descend to the ground. Allow your hips to relax. Allow your arms to soften. And then coming back to center. Readjust. Just very quickly, window wiper from side to side. And we're just going to do a quick thread the needle for our legs on both sides because we're so running out of time. Right leg over the top of the left. Maybe that's as far as you go. Or grab hold of that left leg. Right hand coming through that gap between the legs. Left hand clasping the right, either holding on to your shin or maybe the back of the leg or maybe just holding on to the right leg. We're looking for the stretch in the right glute. So you might need to just move that left leg over towards the left slightly more if you're not feeling any upper thigh glute action on that right side. Couple of deep breaths. And then release your legs out. Give them a little kick out. That's always a nice way to get the synovial fluid flowing through the knee joints and the hip joints. And then over to the other side with your thread the needle. Again, if you're not feeling it in the left glute now, just pop that right leg over to the side a little. And then inhale yourself back to center. Give those legs another little kick out. Extend the legs down. Interlace your fingers. Ending like we began. Stretching out through the toes, through the arms. We began doing this in standing. We'll end it lying down. Stretch, 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 stretch. And release. Wriggle yourself out, jiggle yourself around. If there's a pose that you feel like you still need, go for it. Otherwise, it is Shavasana time. Let the feet drop out to the edges of your mat. Arms out away from the body slightly, palms facing up. Lengthen out through your spine and then allow the natural curves of your spine to reveal themselves to you. Take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh out the tension through your body. Soften your face, especially the eyes and the jaw. Let the breath relax, let the body sink into the floor. Just let the thoughts drift away. Try not to get caught up in any of their stories. Just observe them disappear as they drift out of your mind. And watch your breath gently, softly rising and falling. Notice if any tension tries to creep back in and breathe it out. Send it love and breathe it out. Remember that liquid sunlight from the beginning of our practice. Allow it to beam into your body, pour into your body, all over your body. Allowing the tension to just melt away and dissolve. Bring your awareness to the back of your body. Observe the parts of the body that very strongly connect to the floor, and observe the parts that rise up away from the floor. So notice the difference in feeling through the body. And start to deepen and lengthen that breath, sending it down into the toes and into the fingers. Maybe gently starting to wriggle and wiggle those fingers and toes. Really feel that breath nourishing and re-energizing your body. Feel free to stretch or just curl up, finding what feels good as usual. Taking your time to bring the energy back and reawaken. Eventually, in your own time, making your way back to a comfortable seat. Feel free to keep your eyes closed. When you find
your seat. Bring those hands together once more. Feel the earth rising up to support you. Feel your spine rising up to support you. Feel that connection with that beam of light, the source of all that is, as you send your awareness up from the crown, 300 feet or more. And notice that beautiful, strong connection between your palms and your fingers. Reconnect with your intention from the beginning of our practice. And take another few moments to fill yourself up with thoughts of gratitude and love and appreciation. Fill yourself up until it spills out and fills the room. And then it spills out of the room and fills your house, and then it spills out of your house and fills the neighborhood, and just continue just filling yourself up with this sense of appreciation and gratitude and reverence. And we'll close with the Shanti Mantra, chanting Om Shanti 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 to bring peace to ourselves, peace to our friends and our families, and peace to the world. Taking a deep breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bow your head slightly, sending thoughts of love and gratitude to your body, to your mind, and to your spirit. And sending those thoughts out to the rest of the world. Keeping your eyes closed and rubbing your hands together, generating that beautiful life force energy. And either palming your eyes or your heart space. Gazing into that space. Breathing in that vibrance, that vitality, that prana that you've brought into your being. And spreading it over your body. Namaste.